All right, folks, it's a beautiful day at the old ballpark, so put your mustard on that dog, grab that bag of peanuts, sip that cold one, and let's meet our Tiger of the Day.
Today's Tiger video is Frank Bolling. He is represented by a 1960 Topps, base card number 482, with an on-card auto, slabbed by stats grading. If you think you've heard every Detroit Tigers story from the 1950s, I've got one for you. Imagine debuting in the big leagues on opening day, leading off, and your first major league hit is a home run. That's exactly what Frank Bolling did for the Detroit Tigers in 1954. Today we're digging into Frank Bolling, the smooth-fielding second baseman who became a fixture in Detroit's middle infield, won a Gold Glove with the Old English D, and quietly put together one of the more underrated Tigers tenures of the era. Bolling's Tigers story begins on April 13, 1954. Detroit hosted the Orioles, and right there at the top of the lineup was a 22-year-old rookie, Frank Bolling. And then it happened. Bolling turned on one and hit a home run, his first big league hit, part of a Tigers 3-0 shutout win. That's a welcome to the show moment you don't forget. Like many players of that time, baseball wasn't the only uniform he wore. Bolling missed the entire 1955 season while serving in the U.S. Army, then returned to the Tigers and resumed doing what he did best: steady defense, smart baseball, and an improving bat. From the mid-1950s into 1960, Bolling was Detroit's regular second baseman, reliable, durable, and tough to replace. In 1957, he added real thump, 15 home runs while playing 146 games. That homer total even put him in the American League's top group that season. And then came the year Tigers fans should remember him for most, 1958. 1958 wasn't just good. By Detroit standards, it was the Frank Bolling year. He played 154 games, collected 164 hits, scored 91 runs, drove in 75, and hit .269 with 14 home runs. And on defense, that's where the reputation really cemented. Bolling won the Rawlings AL Gold Glove at second base, one of the clearest stamps of elite defense you can get in that era. Now here's a Tigers twist that makes 1958 even cooler. Frank's brother, Milt Bolling, briefly joined Detroit that season, and for a stretch the Tigers had brothers manning the Keystone combo, Frank at second, Milt at short. That's an MLB rarity. So if you're picturing crisp double plays and a steady infield behind Detroit pitching, Frank Bolling was right in the middle of it. Bolling stayed productive into 1959 and 1960, still playing a lot, still putting up solid numbers, still being that dependable presence. In 1960 alone, he totaled 136 hits and 59 RBI. But after the 1960 season, Detroit made a move. On December 7, 1960, the Tigers traded Bolling and a player to be named later to the Milwaukee Braves in a multiplayer deal. It ended his Detroit chapter, but it doesn't erase what he meant to those Tigers clubs: stability, defense, and a peak season that brought home hardware. If you enjoyed this deep dive Tigers throwback story, drop a like, subscribe, and comment.